Before going to the kind of like a serious topic or a serious thing, we'll try with a simple thing. So, how many of you spend time in looking at flowers when you are roaming around in nature or you are walking by on a street? Just type Y for yes and for no, and I will tell you like how these things are connected to our topic in the end. Yeah, so just put it in the chat. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that response are coming. Okay, so this is the photo of my back page of my notebook. I took a photo. How many of you like doodling or do rough sketches at the back of your notebook? Just put yes if you are doing the same thing. Then third, how many of you like pani puri? I think after saying you will feel like mouth watering. So just tell me if you like pani puri. Just press yes. Oh, I'm seeing like yes are coming. Okay. So stay connected till end, and I will tell you like how these three things are connected with the design, and you will start connecting it after going through the slides that I have created for you. Okay. So before moving to the topic, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Saish Gosavi. I completed my BTech in electronics and I graduated in 2018. Then after that, I gave a seed exam for a design. I secured a All India rank 52 in my first attempt, and then I joined Master of Design at IIT Guwahati. And after finishing the course, currently I'm working as a UX designer at Grow. Okay. So many of you will having this first basic fundamental problem that what is the UX design. So first, let me tell you that there is one good news and one bad news about it. First thing is defining a UX design as a term is quite a difficult thing. Even if you search online, you will see multiple definitions of a UX design. Because UX design is actually a broader term and it includes a multiple domains, multiple knowledge from a different domain and different expertise. So actually, good news is that so if you are right now have a different background, you can come into UX design because UX design will give you opportunity from a different background. So we'll first look at the simple definition of the UX design. Uh, yeah. So definition of UX design is designing a product. So product may be a physical or a digital products that are useful, easy to use, and delightful to interact with. So there are like important things are hidden inside the definition. Useful means it is solving actually a particular problem. Uh, it easy to use means user can understand it with a lesser learning or directly when he is interacting with the particular product. And delightful means is user is actually enjoying the product when he is using your service or using interacting with your designs. And UX design is a like process which is not like limited when the user is interacting with your product. It's also kind of connected when user is coming to your products and also after when user is leaving your product, like after what is the user's feeling after interacting with your product. So that and comes in the UX design field. Okay, so right now like you are saying like UX design is booming or you are saying UX UI term used everywhere uh, in on a social media or at a different platforms. So why is UX design is important? So the main reason behind is the development happened in the personal computer. So like when Apple introduced the GUI terms in the computer, so after that like interacting with the computer is started becoming like a important field to get. And as soon as we are like improving the personal computers, their computing power, and creating new softwares to solve our like daily problems, uh, people also started realizing that a proper thoughtful design create an impact and make the users job very helpful. And that's how UX design started creating impact, and everyone started seeing the importance of it. Okay, so so now you understand the definition of UX design. So now let's look at what is the UX design process is, because the whatever you see on your digital screen or the products that you use, they are actually going through the some design process in, and some designers already have worked on that particular product. So it is very important to understand what is the UX design process is. So I will tell you first, like whatever the things I am going to share in the next slides, that will consist the UX, a basic framework of UX process. But depend upon the scalability of project or importance of project, you might skip particular step, or you might spend more time in particular step also. So that will completely flexible on a particular designer who is working on the process. Yeah. So the first step is user research process. The main goal is know you have to understand your users, as the UX term consists of user experience. So user is quite important when you are designing your product. So I will tell you with an example. So suppose your project is to design a car, okay, and you randomly started gathering insights. So like first user is like his name is Tom. He wants to like go fast and enjoy his ride, having fun kind of person. And Jerry is the like other person who wants like safe journey with his family, be comfortable. So if you are kind of like started creating a product by considering the like user goals of your both of the users, you will kind of creating a going to create a car who is who will not going to give a proper experience for Tom also, and not a proper experience to Jerry also, and eventually that product will going to fail because you are not understood properly as who is your like main user who is going to use your car. And that happened multiple times in the past. So understanding your user from a user research is very important. So suppose your main targeted user is Tom, so you will going to create a car like the yellow one who will give the experience of going fast, having fun for a Tom user, and you will going to car like a Wagoner for a Jerry type of user. So that will going to create the impact in the market, and your user actually riding the car, because you have created a car just what they wanted or what their needs are. Okay, so after that when you like sort of gather the insights from your user, the second part comes as a analysis process, where you identify the design opportunity after gathering like multiple data that you are like getting from the users. So suppose like after like talking with the users, spending time with the users, observing users how they are working, you gathered multiple data, you get to know like how is their total behavior are, what are the different things that you get from the users, and the overall data started looking like this in your mind. But in order to process further, they have to kind of like create a proper insights out of it. So after when you look properly onto the data or the different like the things that you get from the users, you will started seeing the patterns out of it. So after seeing those patterns, you have to kind of identify which are the most important needs for our users and gather that particular insights from the data. And then that is the core idea of like analysis process, and that insights will going to help you in the further process. So I have one question for you. The question name is where to armor. In World War II, when fighter planes are returning from a combat, uh, so they did survey the planes were coming from after fighting, and they evaluated the where most of the bullet holes were present on the airplane sides. Okay, so red ones that you are seeing are the like bullets. They are like targeted on the planes. Uh, okay, so now, if you are a designer and the task come to you, like we want to build planes that are like more strong and they can like survive in the like fighting. So if you want to build the armor on this particular plane, so where will you going to like put your armor inside, like on the particular plane? Just tell me, like, are you going to build the armor where the like on the wings or on the tails or any other particular area or where the bullets are like red dots you are seeing as a bullets? Just tell me in the chats. I want it to be as a interactive. Okay, the fuel tank and cockpit. The Monica is saying fuel tank uh, on wings where empty space is there. Okay. Kiran is saying in frontal area. Okay, so I think like Abhay and Monica got the right one. So the reason is actually we are only looking at the planes who are came back after the fight. So the planes who not came after a fight were shot particular at the engine and where the fuel tank is there. So those planes particularly not came after the fighting. So so that's where like insights will work. So we have to you have to like gather a proper insights from the data that you have. So, so if you create a proper armor on the tank where present, then your chances of like particular plane will survive will increase. Okay. Then third step is design, conceptualization, and exploration. So after getting insights, it's now time to kind of like move going detail into the particular design and actually explore the different concept around it. So yeah, in general, if you are like working on any particular digital products, so first method is to kind of like look at the different products which are available in the market and understanding like how they are working, and after that like creating a particular small wireframes around it. Wireframes are just a small sketches that you do on the paper, and that will give you idea like how your the final product will going to look like it. The benefit of wireframes is you can like quickly sketch around the ideas and you can verify the particular thing. And after that create like working on the wireframes, you can started detailing out your process. uh, so in that process, like design principles are also very important when you're working here. So you have to understand like what are the layout, what are the alignment, hierarchy, the principle like Gestalt theory suggests, like proximity, balance, repetition. So if you want to be a good designer, you have to kind of like master these things. And so I will definitely tell you to kind of like go and read about this principle in detail when you're working on the things. And even I'm telling you like even I also sometimes do mistake in understanding these principles. So I means understanding this principle is simple, but actually applying it in real product needs a skill and a practice. So please do a practice while applying. So now you do your wireframes, you got a particular idea like how your product will going to look like. So now it's time to create a particular started working on the prototype part. So here you started designing like particular screen out of it and started implementing the idea. Uh, so first is like high fidelity UI means like you are actually using like the digital tools that you have like Figma, Sketch, Adobe XD, and started working on your like digital screen that may be like a web designs or the app design screens that you are doing as part of your project. Yeah. So so generally idea of prototype is it's kind of like give you the idea of like how your final products will look like when it's get developed. So one of the important thing is like is test or take a feedbacks from the others when you are like working on your prototypes or working on your ideas. So one practical advice that you are that I will wanted to give it to you, like don't get too much attached to your product like or the product that you're working on, because in this particular stage it is important to take like a continuous feedback from your users, or if you're working in the team, so from your peers, so that you can kind of like refine from the feedback and like take feedbacks like as a constructive and work on those feedbacks, go into the previous process again, start like sketching it, wireframing it, and create a prototype, again test with the users. So it's kind of like a loop kind of process, and that will give a refinement to your project. So this is the squiggle this diagram is called as a squiggle that shows the messiness of the design. So you already kind of like completed like research and synthesis part in your like design, and you have now reached to the concept and prototype. Here you will started getting a good sense of idea like how your final product will look like. But when after like testing it, like you will started refining your idea, and after that you will get a proper idea for your like project, and now your project is kind of ready to ship. Like shipping means like you will start giving like the screens that you build or the like final designs that you build to the developers or the like engineers, those who are going to work on that particular project. Okay. So after understanding this process, like actually I tried to instead of using the jargons and all, I tried to keep like explain the process uh, in the simple manner. But you will need to understand this process like thoroughly when you are going to like if you are planning to build the career around it. So three books I wanted to recommend. First is like about face. These books is actually I find very practical when I was like understanding this process, and it will cover all the process that I shared in detail, and how much the like different actually the process task includes, and how are you going to conduct like research, wireframings, high fidelity UI. All the steps are included in the about Facebook. Then the 100 things every designers need to know about people. This is also a practical book that I found on internet, and these books will give you how like users are going to think, how user interact, and how the psychology plays an important part around the designs. Definitely read these books. And third is my favorite book, like Universal Principle of Designs. I kind of like I actually read this book like 2 or 3 times, like whole book. But still, I kind of like go again into the book and like just read like what are the principles are there to kind of like refresh my knowledge. And every it will give you a very good insights in a structured manner and with the examples. So yeah, if you like just Google it, you will find this the PDF of this PDF of these books like easily available on the Google. So just Google it and start reading these books. So other things like Jay and Abhay was like asking me like to like also mention like how to get into the design. This is also very important things like to that's why I put it into the slides. So actually I wanted to tell you like before getting into the designs, you need to have some sort of clarity about how the design is like, and how are you going to see you in the future when you're working in the design field. So the different blocks that you are seeing on the screens are actually kind of like the different thoughts or different career or paths or a journey that you are looking at in as a career or in the future. So when I was in like I was learning BTech, that time also I was having a different choices to like move on. Should I go for a like engineer path, or should I go into the like design path? So first thing like that I spent is like understanding like what is design, like how the career will look like, what actually designers are doing it, talking with like the designers, that help. So so after working on that, the other parts you will started going to delete it, and you will get a clarity about what is the design field is actually is. So once you decided like you want to be a designer, so that's how like I decided in 2017, after like talking with few of the designers who are working in the industry, whatever the like resources available on the internet, also discussing with my like college friends, my parents, I decided like I want to go into the design. So after that like what I did in order to go into the particular design field. So I was actually wanted to kind of create as a framework to kind of like show you like a simplified way as a LCC formula. So first is like learn, create, and connect. So I'll give you my example. Is first is learning. So I decided like to that I wanted to go for a like master of design as uh, as a like properly structured like education system that I wanted to go. So that's where like learning comes, and also like preparation for my like seed exam. Then after that like create, the create steps is where you kind of like started doing like started creating small things like around your knowledge. So it's okay if your designs are basic. It's okay if you're like exploring and creating a general no a general like a not up to the mark product. Don't judge yourself, but start creating it. And also a very important thing that I found is like connect with the other designers, connect with the other design aspirant which are out in the industry. So right now like design as a profession, as a domain is like evolving, but still like there are not a far more people are around you. So you have to connect and reach out to the other designers out there. So start using like Facebook groups, Slack groups, uh, start looking for the other designs on the Instagram pages, and start connecting it to those designers, and that will going to improve. And again after taking like getting few ideas from like other designers, start learning it on the YouTube, take like the other courses which are online, whatever the things that works for you, and then start creating it that correct. On- and then only you will going to improve as a designer. So first thing important thing I wanted to mention you here is like you don't have to uh, in this particular stage you will kind of like feel very difficult, like like after understanding all these things, you will feel like a little paralysis kind of things, because like everyone feels like where actually you have to begin. So the basic thing that you need to keep in the mind, like begin anywhere. Like what are things you want to like, if you want like UX design, just Google UX design, watch couple of videos, just Google like books on the UX design field, start reading those books, start anywhere you want, you will started finding a link out of this. And that's how you will going to evolve. There is no kind of like a secret formula is out there. So that's like practical advice I wanted to give. And also one important thing is like don't afraid of like failing. Failing is normal in design. And also uh, you will going to kind of like design a crappy kind of like product or things in the initial phase. But when you are kind of like imply a growth mindset in your mind, you will started going to uh, uh, improve your designs. Okay. So you remember that I shared like three images in the beginning. Okay. So like first thing, like I shared like a flower image to you. Like I generally feel like flowers are the beautiful thing that like a, a God or the nature created for like all of us. Why? Because it's kind of like a beautiful thing. And like the one thing that I remember from uh, the journey of like Walter Mitty movie is like the beautiful things doesn't don't ask you for attention. If you look properly into the flower images, like the first you can see like a lily, a lily flower. So I kind of like use the like orange and yellowish kind of like gradient into my design after getting inspired from that flower. Also, yeah, I use like a similar kind of like uh, a violet touch into my design after looking at this flower. And also, if you started looking at the flowers, is like they use like a basic principles of design. Like the flowers petals are kind of symmetrical. They use a same colors. That way, kind of like we look a flower as a bunch of like petals, but we considered it as a flower. And also they have the patterns. So all these kind of like small design principles that you are going to learn, you will started going to see in the objects around you. And if you kind of like carefully just look at you like outside your room, and you will see like every objects around you is kind of like a design. I'm not saying it as a best design or a well design, but it's actually kind of like certain design processes kind of like already kind of like existed around it, or it maybe come through a particular reputations, or the person who is kind of like work on that project have some put some thoughts around it. In the second second image, the doodles that you create like in the back of your like notebooks, I wanted to tell you like these are the small things like that tells you like you are like good to these things already like creates when you have like particular things in your mind, and these your ideas are started creating a room in the like a physical world on the paper and pen. So make a friendship with paper and pen and started like creating ideas, and take like started creating on the like a physical world. Whatever the idea that you have, like small or big, start reflecting on the diary around you. And this is kind of nudge, kind of like a internal design, a designer hidden inside you that is telling you to like I want to go out into the like a real world. And the third thing I shared like a pani puri example with you. So I wanted to ask you like one question around it. Like if you look at the pani puri wala, so he generally put is like pani puri stall, where like in front of like particular shop, or in the market where like multiple people can come at that particular place, where it is convenient and very easy to look. So I wanted to just consider it as a its process before like particular design. When you go to that particular pani puri wala, he will ask you like what particular ingredients you want. Do you need like tikka, yeah, and do you want a like chaat masala inside it, and khatta, and all those things. It's like he wanted to kind of like gather a user insights around you, and after that like he work on that particular process. He create a pani puri dish or a shiv puri dish and present beautifully with a like coriander garnishing in front of you. This is kind of like a presentation, like a final UI that I told you. It's kind of like presenting it to you, and after that like you are enjoying a delicious product with you, and you will see like a mouth watering like pani puri that you are eating in front of that like pani puri wala. And after that, when you are like paying money, he will also give you the suka puri to like balances out like the taste bud, to your taste bud with a like a potato smash. So that is the like thing, or the delight that pani puri wala will give you when like completing your designs. So that is kind of like, I feel like that is also kind of like whole the design process that you see when you are like meeting to the pani puri wala. So now tell me, like, is pani puri wala is also a designer or not? Just tell me in the chat, like, what do you feel, like, is it a designer or not? And but when you kind of like started understanding this design principle around you, you will started looking at like the at each and every place the design is there, and that's the kind of like extract that I wanted to give it to you. If you are like telling like I wanted to design, and I wanted to look for the resources, so I just a simple like exam like things that I wanted to tell you, like just look around you, you will find like design at each and every place. Also like as a designer, I'm considering this as my like first project or like first presentation that I given out of to you. So I want your feedback in order to like refine my like a next presentation that I'm going at some other platforms. So please like personally message me on my Instagram channel or my LinkedIn page. You can see like my handle on the Instagram as a design neuron, and please message me like today only, because otherwise you will going to forget that how will you like how you understand the presentation, like what particular part did you like, and what things should I include like in my next presentation, or how can I improve my presentation. And yeah, that's all about my presentation, and now I am like open for like a question Q&A if you have.
Yeah, we have one question from the chat. While starting, what issues you faced?
Okay, so Rishi is asking like while starting what issues you faced. Okay, so first thing, like I was looking at like at the end of like 2016 and 2017 about like what is the kind of like a scope where I can learn more about the design. So first thing is like that time like the resources are quite limited, but I kind of like now I can see like if you just Google it, you can like of like a plenty of resources to understand like about the like design process, and what is the career you can build out of like a design. Also, second thing that I not tried like as a kind of like an introvert person is I have not talked enough like designers in the beginning. But when I started like meeting like new designers out there, I started started understanding like my design journey will get easier. I started getting like more resources. The more like research that already did, I've started getting into it. That helped me in that phase. Uh, and other thing is like seeking out guidance. Like for that particular thing, like masters help me for like getting the guidance. Like there are like proper teachers out there that will solve your doubts. And also, I found that like in the masters, like my friends or the peers are actually good mentors for you because they are coming from the like different background. So if you are kind of lacking in particular thing, they are kind of like expert in that thing, so they are going to help you in that phase. So that kind of helped me. So that are the like issues and answers that I would say.
Great. Hope
Yeah.
that answers your question, Rishi. We have one more
Yeah.
question. Would you say your degree from IITG gave you a head start in your career compared to a self-learned guy?
Like I'm not actually like going to like compare like self learning because but I'm telling you like whatever the things are in like a path that you choose, like though it's a self learning or a particular course boot camp or the like a particular institution like IITs and NITs out there. First thing is like you have to do self learning. Like no, there is no one out there who will like going to take your hand and tell you like this is how you do a design. Self learning you have to do, but like as there is like a structured program out there, so it kind of like help you. And also like one thing that I feel in the masters that I help me is like a peer learning, that I will definitely give the credit to my other like batchmates in the IITG. Okay, so Dharini, Raju is asking like, did you prepare for your master on your own? If not, what kind of support did you got? Okay, so actually I prepared all by myself in my journey. So that's why like in my framework, I'm telling you to connect with the other designers. So when I was like preparing by myself, I also look for like a Facebook group, WhatsApp group. Also, I get to know a friend who is like living nearby with me, and he was also passionate. He was also a design aspirant. So we studied together. Like we look for the like previous year question paper and like practice around it. We kind of like build portfolio. What the knowledge that we have, like what is the knowledge out there on the websites, and we studied accordingly. Okay,
Okay, next
then
question.
yeah. So Rishi is asking, I am still a beginner, wanted to know what companies are looking in a portfolio. How can one make a good one and get an internship? Okay. So like a portfolio, like before jumping to the portfolio, I wanted to tell you like first understand a solid knowledge about the processes. Then second, a practical thing that I wanted to tell you, like just like if you just Google like UX portfolio, and also the few resources that I will going to share after this talk in the website only. So go into that resources. I shared like Lovers Magazine, like Nasal and Norman Group, Co-Folios. These are like particular website where you can look for like a best designer in the industry. Look at their portfolios, and will tell you to like just look all the portfolios that you are seeing out there. 10 pick out like 10 best UX case studies that you find on the media. Pin it down, pin out like 10 like good portfolio, go through it, and take a notes out of it. You will started seeing that the process that I shared before you, or the process that you understand from the like books and like courses, you will started like seeing the chunk of that process in that portfolio. And once you get like solid understanding like what are the like UX professionals are doing in the industry, start working on the portfolio. Then like the same thing is like start looking out the problems, and then create a basic structure of portfolio. And if you are a beginner, one thing that will going to happen is like your first portfolio will not going to be a good or up to the mark. So in that phase, just share your portfolio with the designers out there, take their feedbacks, refine on that thing, do it like 2 3 times, then I would say like you are good to go for an internship, and then starting looking out on a LinkedIn, Internchala or other platforms out there. And I would say like if you do a good exercise in the that what I have said, you will get a decent internship in the good firm.
Okay, I
Okay.
wanted to ask one question to you.
Yeah.
What's the difference between UX designer and a product designer?
Okay. Okay, so actually, if you look like a like one answer is yes and one answer is no. There is no difference, and yes, there is difference, because actually the companies and the startups which are coming into the markets are creating like a like convenient term like as a product designer or UX designer for their particular job that they are offering. um, and if you kind of land in the product design field, digital product designer or a UX designer, it will not going to make like a much difference. But if you kind of like go deeper into the if that particular company is putting the thought around that and have a proper segregation in the like UX designer and product designer term, then the difference is in the UX designer, the UX designer best friend is the user, and whatever the decisions that UX designer do are kind of like implied or consider only the uh, a user considering in the white, and mostly designer not look for like a company like what is the business thinking or business is going to look around is when they are like designing it. But as a product designer, you have to take a like smart decisions around like whatever the like company or the business is going to work on the particular product, and also balances out what are the designers sorry users needs when he's like working on the particular design. So that's kind of like a difference between like UX designer and product designer. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Actually, I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
Let's say, what's the scope beyond interfaces or UI in field of UX? Like, what's the scope beyond it, or it's just about the interfaces or the apps? Let's say.
uh, okay, so you are asking like is the like UX or UI is going to kind of like limited to the digital products, or is there like scope around like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Exactly.
beyond that? Okay, so first thing is like a UI designer, if you say it's kind of limited to the like interfaces, because the term is actually kind of like limited to that. But his user experience is kind of like broader term. And if you are kind of like right now you are using like Alexa, Siri, or like a Google like audio interface. So there also like a UX designer is working and we specialize in on the particular platform. Also, if you are looking for like virtual reality, augmented reality, that's kind of platform, there also like UX designer are working around this platform. So like I would say like those are also digital, but they are kind of like taking a reality kind of like a beyond
Yeah,
the like conventional like mobile or like website
like
thing.
a lifestyle
Yeah.
product. Let's.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that.
if yeah, and in general, like UX designer, if any industrial designer who is working on like a particular, like the things that you are working, he's also kind of like UX designer, because the same principle he's working on that particular designing particular thing. But like a particular term like industrial design is made so that like it's kind of like easy for understanding for like who is opting for that field, and also in the like industry, so that like different terminology out there. But UX is kind of like core in all the designers job, that I
Got
would
it.
say.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, so how does your day-to-day look like at Grow?
as a UX designer.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
a UX designer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, like, I'm saying like my actually uh, like overall work is kind of like aligning with like understanding my like the customer who is working on the like using the Grow platform, and also understanding like whatever the like company requirements or how company is planning or the business requirement of my company that I need to look at. And in the company, actually, you are working as a professional. You kind of like there are like actually like the goals or a future milestones are kind of planned for like 3 months, 6 months in the company, and you will kind of like get a good timeline to plan your projects. So in the day-to-day timeline, the same process that I shared, I actually used in my work. So if I'm actually in the research phase, I'll actually call my customers on my phone or take my customers on a Google Meet, and I discuss with them like what are the problems they face or what are the new features that they want on the platform. After getting those insights, after getting the insights, I started kind of like looking for like if the other competitors are doing on the particular feature or particular thing, then I look for that. I started doing the like wireframes, and in that process, like the design team is also going to help you. So I'll present my designs or the like concepts that I'm building, explorations that I'm doing with the like senior designers, other designers who are working in my company. Take their feedbacks. Then like general like basic thing is like first thing is like not going to work like 100%. So you will get some feedbacks like refine on it. Then ask like other like more couple of like designers, stakeholders who are like working in the industry or in my company. And after getting their feedbacks, again kind of like refining the products, then like discussing with the developers like how the design is going to feasible and how the like timeline they are planning for like building actual for that particular product. Then testing with the users when the like the particular design in the beta stage, and after that the design or the platform that you see in your like app on or on the web that you see. So it already it's go in that phase only. Yeah.
I think if we like keep talking, like we can extend this for another hour.
Yeah.
I think we should conclude for now.
So Sharish,
Okay.
that was an awesome session. And as a professional UX designer, you have made the experience much more better for the audience. So thank you for joining with us on our panel and making it a grand end of the event.
Yeah, and
Yes,
I wanted to mention like Jay, Abhay, and Om, and actually like working hard like past couple of months for like planning for like whole like organizing the meet, planning emails, like reaching out to me. Also, we started like planning for like 1 month before like what is going to be the topic, like what our timeline will going to look like how are you going to like put it on our like channel, how are we going to create like website and all. So I wanted to like give kudos to like a great work done by like Jay and Abhay.
so to all the participants, thanks for joining with us. You, the audience, make the event successful. And I think if you think like if we have provided any value to you, please be part of our community on Discord or Instagram.